Short Amumu combo and tips tutorial. Amumu's basic combo is second skill, first skill, ulti, third. You basically want to keep spamming your third whenever it's up and apply your passive to as much targets as possible, which increases magic damage dealt to them. Some tips to catch people off guard is using first skill flash and then ult. Another, if you're having difficulty hitting your first, what you could do is just ult flash. Catch a lot of people instantly. Lastly is combining both, using the first skill on the tank and then ulti flash to be able to hit the backline. So that's pretty much Amumu combos. You just wanna annoy the enemy as much as possible and provide space for your team. So that's it, and I'll see you guys in game. Hey everyone, welcome to another gameplay tutorial. For today, I'm gonna be playing Jungle Amumu, teach you the tips and tricks, do's and don'ts, and advantages, disadvantages of this champion. Now, the first thing that you want to do as a jungler is switch to your control trinket or stick to your yellow trinket, ward the opposite side on where you want to start, and then immediately recall and switch back to your sweeping lens. That way, you could be able to prevent invades or be able to react appropriately. Now, with Amumu, almost all of the time, you want to start at the blue buff, going for a full clear to get your ulti as soon as possible. The reason why we want to start at blue because Amumu is one of the few champions that can immediately do a double clear. So, this double clear, you smite on the Gromp, and then you stand in between the two camps, and that way, your clear will be so much faster. You'll be able to clear two camps at the same time. And with this champion, you want to get level 5 as soon as possible. With your ulti, it's gonna make your gank so much stronger. So the tip when doing a double clear is to stand below the pointed rock. There's a pointed rock there, so you want to stand below that. And it might take a bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's gonna be very easy. Now, since we just want to farm, being low HP is not that bad. We have wards on the opposite side just in case there's any invade. You get your first skill. So you always want to use your first skill to get in between camps to make your clear so much faster. See, look how fast my clear is. There's almost no downtime. Second skill is very good for clearing big camps like the red buff, blue buff, etc. And you pretty much just want to spam your third skill when it's available. Use your first skill. You could go for another double clear. Third skill to clear both camps. And the first skill that you want to max is your skill 3. So very good start so far. We're already done with our entire jungle clear, 131, and we still have 1 stack of smite. That's how fast Jungle Amumu is if you're able to do the double clear. Okay, full clear done at 141. That's omega fast. And look, usually you're level 5 by the time you're finished full clearing, but we just clear so damn fast that we are still stuck at level 4. I could do 2 things, whether to go back and then go for top cut or try to go for a gank. So if I'm about to hit level 5, we want to punish this Leona, burn the flash, that's fine. We hit level 5. Knowing that the Leona has no flash, what I want to do is try to go for a tower dive. But since the Vice there, it might be a bit scary. But there's a Bard third skill, so we try to go for a fight. We have Aftershock, but we haven't gone back to base, so we're still a bit squishy. And with that, I think it's worth it. 1 for 2 exchange. Perfect timing, but there's a Fizz there, unfortunately. I don't know if it was warded or he just thought, saw the vision before it disappeared. Oh well, not the best, I guess, because Fizz is able to get a lot of exit kills. But that's what you wanna do whenever you have ulti. That is always the best time to gank. Now, once you spawn and you don't have ult, that's the best time to farm. Always use your first skill, third skill. And the first skill that I max is the third skill because it helps deal the most. You could also go max first, but I'd rather go for third because it helps me with my clear as well. And it also gives me damage reduction. Now, since I know that their jungler started at the opposite side, usually when our Raptor spawn, it's gonna spawn at the same time as theirs. So I know that Vice on the bot side, so we'll just yoink this before going back. And then as you could see in my jungle, blue Gromp is up again. So as much as possible, you want to abuse the double clear and only go for this when they are both spawned. So here we'll try again another double clear. So as you can, there's a rock below. So I think I'll make a mistake. Yep, if they make a mistake, you just move a bit to the left. And then now it's gonna get fixed. So don't be afraid to make a mistake. The harder part if the blue buff. You'd rather have the Gromp reset than the blue buff reset. Okay, there's a fight in the mid lane. Fizz is very low, so we want to try to get an exit kill. So one thing that I can do here to be able to close the distance, first skill flash, bam, easy, perfect. So that's a bit more advanced mechanics. You could go first flash or ult flash. Since I see Vi at the top side, I want to gank this bot side to look for a punish. Bard or probably a Portal. I'm just waiting for him to use it. Okay, doesn't want to use Portal. Used it too late. Yeah, I got a bit late, but I'm here. MF has cleanse. It's a bit annoying. But you still get the hook off. Get another bandage toss. And perfect gank. So ulti up, perfect timing. Go for a gank and profit. The best lane to gank with Amumu is usually bot lane because as a tank, you need to have your hyper carry always ahead. So the strongest carry of every game is almost always the bot lane. If I get my AD carry fed, all I have to do is stay beside him during fights and then just carries the game by him or herself. You could also gank top, but it's Kayn top, nothing that I can do. It's either I gank mid, Aurelion Soul, or I gank the Caitlyn. Top Kayn is not the most hard carry champ. If it's Fiora, probably. Possible I can also gank top. But if it's like a tank or bruiser, I'll only gank top if bot lane's not gankable. Okay, with this, we have Searing Crown, Big Power Spike, Double Armor. We should be very tanky when it comes to the objectives. We go Searing Crown over, what do you call this? Sunfire, because it works if the opponents hit me and I get to burn them a lot more. So it's more useful. The utility is better. Okay, Vice here, I have 2 items. So we're dealing quite a lot of damage. Look at that. We're just literally crying beside her. And easily win the trade. Oh, nice sidestep by the way. I want to kill the jungler because the dragon's about to spawn. Oh, I missed my first kill. You know what? We'll just get the cannon. I get stunned. Unfortunately. If I died, that would be a very easy objective. So I can't start the Herald because Fizz is there. I'll get one shot. So I'll just go back. But since I have ulti, so you'd always want to have ulti before objectives. So that you could contest. Because if you don't have ulti as a Mumu on objectives, your utility is gonna be so much lower and your effectiveness is gonna be reduced by a lot. Okay, I see 2 people here. I just immediately ult, try to buy time. I have Aftershock. I have Stone Plate. I mean, Bone Plating. And then third kill Smite. Get the objective. Buy out of position. Protect my ADC. And we get the kill. Perfect. Okay, the only problem is that Arcane died. Not surprised. And if I get the Herald, that would be big. Hopefully Vi's not yet there. So the best time to get Herald is when you use your ult. The reason is because to get the cooldown. Okay, nice. Vi's not there. Look, 65 seconds when I get Herald. Boom, 16 seconds. I literally get a 50-second cooldown reduction. Because I get Herald. That's why I wanna always win a team fight before getting the Herald. Okay, make a mistake here. The blue reset. So that's not what's supposed to happen. See, that's what happens when the blue resets. So you'd rather have the Gromp always reset. If you don't perfect the spacing. And it's a bit hard because I didn't have Smite. So I used the first skill to be able to reach the Gromp. So it's you're not able to, you cannot make a mistake. But if you make a mistake, it's fine. Okay, we go for another full clear. Never mind, I have ult, so we're gonna try to look for a gank before clearing again. I also have Herald. Okay, my Kayn is doing Kayn things. I'm deciding whether to go help or just ditch. You know what? I decided to ditch, but since Aurelion Soul with the TP, double ult, perfect. Oh my god. Nice wombo combo. Loki should have just went for the Fizz, but you know what? I just went for the safer option. We get the Leona, and then we use the Herald to get the mid tower. Look for a possible dive. Yeah. Even though we're not getting any kills, we're providing so much utility, and we're making our carries fed. So I don't care as long as... So, the best time to play Amumu is if you have good carries. So far, my Aurelion Soul and Caitlyn are performing well. Okay, I'm thinking about flashing, but I don't think it's worth. I won't be able to kill her. So I'll just go back. Amumu's second item, it depends on the enemy comp. But since they have double AP, I will go for Force of Nature. But if you don't have that double AP, you can just go for Zeke's. So it's a bit flexible. You just want to itemize your armor item based on the enemy comp. So they have a lot of AP, so we go Force of Nature. You could also go Thornmail if they have a lot of life steal. So either Thornmail, Zeke's, Force of Nature. That would be your 3 options. So you just need to have a bit of knowledge on the kind of team composition the enemy has. But the safest would be Zeke's. It gives you durability, damage, and the slow. You could also go Frozen Heart actually, second item. Or even Randuin's is also okay. Randuin's is low-key OP on Amumu because you get damage reduction from your third and then damage reduction from the Randuin's. So if you're against like a crit ADC or a double crit like Yasuo Yone, so much value. So here, so MF Flash, perfect timing, get a 3-man stun, just tanking everyone. I have Stone Plate. Yep. Just front to back. Giga Chad. Oh, Fizz goes in, so I have to protect my marksman, but we'll just go for the Leona. We see Vi wanting to go in. Nice block by the Kayn. And pretty much easy a team fight. My carries get to play the game for free. And it doesn't matter what kind of player the carry is. As long as they're not Dove, then it's very easy to play a carry. They literally just need to press the auto attack button. And we just win every fight. Okay, next item is also a flex. I decided to go for Twin Guard because number 1, I need armor. I need armor MR. And number 2 is they have a lot of crowd control. Like Leona, Kennen, and I also profit from the additional stats that it gives when I get the proc. So making me even tankier. Okay, objectives about to spawn. A bit of bad position. Most likely we have to give, for some reason everyone's bot side. I wanted to reset but they saw me. Now I'm trying to run there. Might be too late though. Hopefully Bard ults the dragon. Never mind, he ulted the enemy. Yeah, I'm just running. Too late. So a bit of a bad timing. We just want to protect our marksman again. Okay, we just destroy the Leona Kennen. So the only time you would want to zone the enemy marksman is when they deal more damage. If the enemy marksman deals more damage than your marksman or your carries in general, you would prefer to dive. But if your carries are stronger, you just want to protect them. Because if the enemy carry that's fed is able to free hit, then it's a lot scarier. And if you're protecting like a 0-5 Caitlyn, it's not gonna work. Something like that. That's like the logic. I almost have Twin Guard. We get Baron for free. Nice Bard ulti. Okay, to the trap. Kennen's kinda stuck. No more flash. MF Edge of Night. It's fine. R flash. Bam. Okay, get the Kennen. Stone Plate. Tanking so much damage. MF ult not doing much. Leona gets stunned. Follow up with the bandage. And perfect. Our comp is so nice. Kayn also has his transformation finally. And we just open up the mid lane. We still have Baron for 40 seconds and there's 2 people down. So I'm thinking about going back or okay, there's a Fizz here, annoying. It's fine. I have Force of Nature. Look at that. Survive the burst. Plus we have Bone Plating. Okay, we go back. Twin Guard, big power spike for Amumu. As I said, just build tank. It doesn't matter what tank item you build. And since they have both AP AD, Twin Guard's a perfect choice. It counters their skills. And the next item, I'm gonna go for Randuin so that I can just face tank the MF ult. And it's pretty much gonna deal 0 damage. Unless she has like Cyril just, which is not gonna come anytime soon. Okay, our Baron is gone. So I'm just randomly pushing topside. Loki, I should just stick with my team, but it's fine. They're already doing well in the bot side. Yeah, Vice dealing no damage. We have our Twin Card proc, giving us even more armor. Because we have, take note, we have Searing and Force of Nature. So you get armor MR from that. And then Twin Guard, when you get the proc, it even enhances the armor MR that it gives. Okay, my first doesn't connect, but the Bard ulti, not the best target. Protect my team again. We catch the Fizz ult, deals 0 damage. Look at my H, look at that. Bro, I'm getting 0 damage. They are dealing 0 damage. I just tanked the Fizz ult, MF free hit. And that's the power of Twin Guard on Amumu. So I want to push the bot. I don't know why they're trying to force mid. There's no more tower there. So hopefully they rotate. Yep, perfect. The only problem I have right now is that I might lack mana. So here, I'm just tanking the tower again. I have stone plate. Look at that. So, nothing. Just tank for free, but my Aurelion Soul goes a bit greedy. Protect my team once again. Get the stun off, and we get the kill. Yeah, we don't need the kills. We just wanna be a solid frontline for my team. But if in case you're the only fed member and you're the tank, an item that you could go for that synergizes well with Amumu is Rift Maker. So you could go like Rift Maker 3rd, 4th, if your carries are not doing too well and you have all of the gold. So that's why I'm saying like Amumu build is a bit flexible, even though you're technically just gonna build tank items. But this game, my team is very strong and I have good carries, so I don't need to build damage. Just be a beefy boy for my team. We have 3 tower inhibitors down. We just want to get the next Baron, or we could even just run it down mid if we play together. Dragon's also up. Okay, they're still playing. My Caitlyn disappeared. I'm gonna help my Bard. Asol's behind me, so I can just play very aggressive. Okay, Biden sidestep. Goes behind. Okay, we just need to protect the Asol. I think he's pretty fat. Okay, Kane gets a kill. Yeah, my Kane's a bit useful also. I'm not sure if we got the 2 dragons. I don't know if we have soul point. Okay, first flash. Bam. Perfect. Destroyed the cannon. Look at that. I just tanked. Bro, I just tanked an entire MF ult. Not even 1/4 HP. And then just protect my team again. See if he's behind. And my Asol just cleans up. Yep. Giga tank. Giga tank Amumu. Best played when you have good carries. And there. Aside from that first death, unfortunate, we pretty much played a very good game. Asol with the MVP 13, 4, and 14. You know what? He also deserves it. Did pretty well. Good coordination with my ults and engage. And even though I'm tank, I have 19k damage. And look at the value, bone plating. Sudden impact, 1.3k damage. That's why I like sudden impact secondary. The first rune is, I think it's questionable. You could go Colossus if you want. But it's just for the tankiness. And that's pretty much it. Basically, what you want to do with Amumu is get level 5, gank whenever you have ult, and in the team fights, just catch as much people as possible, protect your fed carry, or zone out the enemy carry. That's it for Amumu. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you learned a thing or two, and that's it for me. Peace out. Ciao, ciao. Bye.